Okay, so I was running errands. Where is 7:30? 2, 9. Okay, this is where 7:30 started. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Just delete that. Start over. Okay. So, like I said, I was at the store. Let's see where 8:30 starts. Right there. Okay. So, this looks like a tight range. And we had a break immediately. So we're gonna see what that looks like. 20, 30. Okay, here we go. There you go, people. 9. Okay. And then we want one more at the top right here. This is your high. Because we already broke. Okay. There we go. So, what is the range? 396. Actually, more than I thought it was going to be. That looks tiny. Okay. PM range is 396. Okay. Um, then we're gonna come here because we broke within like the first couple of minutes. So let's see what that actually looked like on here. Let's see if it was clean, clean, clean. Okay, so which candle broke? It was this one. So this one broke and then it closed. So then it buys all the way back up, and now you have an oversold. Okay. So yeah, you got oversold. So then it buys all the way back up, and then it starts chopping and doing all of this nonsense. So first one probably would have been a loss. Second one would have been okay. Yeah. So first one would have been a loss. One that was within like a second. This one might not have been able to have been entered because this was at 29 and this was at 31. So in like 2 seconds, it already formed. And so this probably would not have been an entry. This was at 37. This was at 40. That was 3 seconds. Uh, a lot of quick, very fast. And look at that buyback up. This was at 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 9. This bought up really fast. Okay. And then it started doing that chop nonsense. So let me just draw a circle. Get kind of a big circle. Okay, now let's draw. Let's just narrate what happened in here. Okay. gonna make a note of this. So I just noted that the better sell would have been if you waited until after this came up, then it broke this oversold area, and then it continued to sell because once it started buying back up off this oversold, then selling became iffy, as you can see. Would have had seconds to enter, and choppy would have resulted in losses. Yeah, choppy would have resulted in losses. So basically, when we came down, this candle broke, but then it closed, creating an extreme oversold because it's at 20. And then we bought back up immediately. So if you're trying to sell in this buy back up, it becomes exactly what this turned into, choppy. It's chopping its way back up. Then it sells again, this time breaking this low. Once you break the low, that pullback was the better entry. Um, Also, was there news today? Today's Wednesday. There was, well, I guess there's PMI. There's PMI at 9. I'll just make a note of that. And also, CVD is trading within normal ranges. So I'll say PMI, PMI at 9, CVD 1Ks to 3Ks, normal. I feel like trading in the 1Ks at 2, 1, 2, 3s, and even 4s are normal, but once you start getting like 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, skipping numbers, but yeah, once you start getting into that territory, it starts to become iffy. Okay, I'm going to go make breakfast now. Okay, and then let's look at our oversold here. So we became oversold again multiple times. There's the first, well, that one was technically oversold. This was extremely oversold. This was extremely oversold. Yeah, we're still working on the RSI stuff, but that's our break and retest strategy. Okay, so let me just make it so I can this, that. Oops. Let me move that back. Okay, that's about where it was. Okay, so yeah, this is another one of those instances where we break within that first 15 minutes. And then we're coming all the way back up. Let's take a snapshot of this. Download. Okay, let's just do our downloads. This is gonna be a really short stream today. I wish I had more time. Copy. Yeah, usually I wanted to get on the charts last night, but people were being difficult. So anyways, copy that. yeah, hopefully, today I'm gonna get on the chart because, it's very easy to I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm putting my life and my goals on hold for someone else. And I've done that, especially with trading in the past, where, people became emotional and you know, put aside what I wanted to do and what I needed to be doing to coddle them. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. So tonight, I will be working on this um, because yeah, I, I don't know. There are times where, uh, things are good, and then I don't know. Then it turns. Uh, I wouldn't go as far as saying toxic, but just not healthy. Just not healthy. Um, and so one of my personal goals is to just not give up on myself, not forget about my priorities and goals, because the second you start setting aside your goals and your priorities to keep someone else happy is when you start abandoning yourself, and that's when everything erupts. So yeah, I am I'm currently working on um detaching from that old way of life. And so, yeah, that means showing up even when other people don't want you to. So, yeah, I'm going to. This is short today, very short today, but yeah, um,